we are underway. So we've got to haul these tires down to my buddy in southern Nevada. He's about an hour and 20 minutes north of Vegas, out in the middle of nowhere. So we're gonna get these down to him. We needed those delivered. Probably help him put them on, get them installed on this semi truck he just picked up. But yeah, it's gonna be, depending on the route we take, I think it's gonna be about 750 miles. So I think what we got going for us is that it's fall, it's finally cooling down. I think it's cool enough we won't be needing the air conditioning. So that's gonna help us out on mileage. I've been keeping an eye on our exhaust gas temperature, and we're real close to where it usually is when I'm empty. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see 19 or 20 miles to the gallon going down when we're empty. Hopefully when we're empty coming back it'll be 21, 22. Yeah, the brakes so far, if you guys watched one of the last videos where we changed that master cylinder, the thing is mint so far, but I mean we've got maybe 100 miles on it so far. But it seems to be pretty good. It snaps back with authority, and we got good brakes, so here's to good luck on that. But yeah, we'll take some video for you guys. There's not much to see. We'll take some videos, we'll stop in a few places, kind of show you a few things. If we see anything interesting, I'll show you. There's a storm that rolled through here. The road back there was a little bit wet in places, so I'm hoping to get caught up to some rain. But yeah, we'll take you along for the ride, show you how this thing goes. Should be pretty good. Well, we pulled over at the old silo here. Figured I'd check these tires, make sure they're riding good. Been 40 or 50 miles now, they look fine. So see if we can get you guys a side shot of some shifting on this Cummins. So let me get you set up and we'll get going. Alright guys, we're stopped for fuel. Do some math here real quick. We went 229 miles on 12.2 gallons. 18.7. Not terrible. I think for as heavy as we are and as fast as I went, I think we kept it right about 70 most of the way, 68, 69, 70 most of the way. So yeah, not terrible. This is my trip odometer because the truck only has the one odometer, and I don't trust the fuel gauge enough to know where I'm at. So, and we've only got a 19-gallon tank behind the seat, so I like to know exactly where we are and where we're at. So 18.7, did I say? Not terrible, I think. Probably be nothing but on the up and up. Be better from here on out, especially once we dump all these tires off. So let's keep going. We got a storm rolling in. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some rain. So here we go. Well, it's windy out there. I don't know if you guys can see all the rain whipping down through those valleys and mountain-like washouts. Big one over there coming up the valley too. I think we're gonna miss it. This is blowing in from that direction. We're gonna end up going that direction. So I'll bet we're gonna miss all this, which is a shame. I kind of like driving in the rain. All right, so this is my 1972 Ford F350. It is some sort of a cabinet chassis. It's longer than a four-door short bed of the day, but shorter than a four-door long bed of the day. I originally bought this truck out of Alamo, Nevada. That's actually where we're headed to get these tires dumped off. But had a 390 in it and a 4-speed. And it had been parked in a field since probably, I think 09. It was either 2013 or 2009. But I want to say I don't know, I think 2009. It's mixed reviews. But either way, it had been sitting a while. I towed it home, put a battery in it, put some gas in it, and it went. Had to replace some fuel lines. Had to reseal the carburetor a little bit, but it ran. A few little things here and there. Got it running and driving. Ran it for probably the whole summer, that first summer I had it. And then the 390 that was in it, it started collapsing a lifter, I think, and intermittently just knocking real bad. So we yanked that 390 out of there, and then we swapped the Cummins into it. So this particular Cummins, it's a P-pump 12 valve. Out of a 97 Dodge Ram 2500. Got swapped in there. It stuck a piston, so I ended up rebuilding it and then stuffed it in there. We've got the AC working and everything, and finally got our liquid air cooler set up working where it should be. And this thing just runs good, gets good mileage. It's finally, I think, breaking in now, and just turning into a good truck. The smoke, it finally is, the smoke's going away. The oil consumption is slowing down. That's a long story, but the brakes are giving us fits now. I just put a master on this thing yesterday or the day before. The brake pedal's coming back now, but we're still having chattery, slapping hard rear brakes. So I don't know if I don't have it bled correctly or what. So we'll do more looking into that when we get home. But yeah, she's pretty solid. Anyway, we'll do a little bit more walking around. This bed, somebody was handymanning out of it. And it's actually a Halden truck bed built for the camper that I have. So pretty slick little truck. It's a 10-foot bed. I kind of do tires out of it. Well, I used to do mobile tires quite a bit. But I used to do tires out of it in the summertime, and it's a fun little truck. So that's that. Let's hit the road, get to where we're going. Maybe I'll show you where I picked this thing up. All right, guys, we made it. And this is what we came to put tires on. This is a 85 or 86. The door sticker says October of 85. So probably an 86 Peterbilt 359. And it's super cool. It's got a newer motor in it and everything. It's just been sitting a while. My buddy just picked it up, and he found some. The tires are just, you know, they hold air and everything. They don't look rotten, but they've been sitting out in the desert in the Nevada heat for 4 or 5 years now. So he just says, well, these drives are getting close anyway, and they're just, we're not going to trust them. Because out here, you get out into the desert, you're 100 miles between towns. So he says, we're just going to put new ones on it. So I might show you some of that. I might not. You've seen one tire, you've seen them all. But yeah, road trip so far was good. You know, 300 and I think it was 350 50 or 80 miles down here. Green truck didn't skip a beat. That brake master cylinder is wet on the bottom, just like the last aluminum master cylinder I had. It seems to work better, but it's wet on the bottom. I brake cleaned it all off back when we stopped there, and I walked around it, but I've only made 3 or 4 brake applications since then, so we'll see what happens with that. My guess is I'm just gonna have to keep warranty that piece of junk out until they can figure their stuff out. But yeah, so far so good. We'll catch you on the back trip. We might stop at a hot spring. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what the trip brings. So stick around. We'll see you in a minute. Well, there's a pile of weeds there now, but there's that blue Connex container straight back there, and then pile of weeds. There's a fence back there, and that's where this truck is backed into. And that's where I found it. Total home. It's been a good one so far. Well, we are on our way back. I just stopped in Panaca, topped off on fuel. So that tank from Cedar to Alamo and back to Alamo was loaded with tires. Then we did some hot rodding around on the back roads with my buddy. So that one was kind of skewed a little bit on the mileage. And then from Alamo back to Panaca was empty. We got 17.8 or 9 miles a gallon. But now we're empty. We're gonna ease on into Cedar. It's 65 mile an hour on this road. We'll keep her about 67. And then we'll see where we get on fuel. But I think we can make it all the way home. So let's see where we get to, see what the mileage jumps up to when we're not loaded with tires, and get some good shots of this thing going. It's gonna get dark soon, but if you don't see me before dark, I'll catch you in the morning. So all right guys, well, made it back late last night, about midnight 30. Filled up in Panaca on the way back, made it to Fillmore. That was 21.3 miles to the gallon. And then from there to home, really laid the hammer down because I was just in the mood to get home. Got 20.7, wasn't slowing down for the hills on that one. 781 miles total on the whole trip, average 19.4 with all the fill-ups and everything. Truck ran great, the brakes are working good. Still got an intermittent, I don't know, it's like the rear brakes kind of engage harsh sometimes, but the pedal's coming back all the way now. We didn't have one time that the brake lights stayed on, so that's pretty solid. But yeah, the truck runs great, drives great, and I think that engine's finally getting broke in. We're still consuming a little bit of oil. It's blowing it out the breather, but from what I've heard, when you hot rod these engines, they just kind of push them out the breather. So need to change the breather setup around, I think. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, like, subscribe, all that stuff. We do projects in the garage, we do road trips, you know, it seems like lately quite frequently. So like, subscribe, and all that jazz. I'll see you in the next one.